Welcome to the latest edition of Millennial Boom with Diane, Faith, and Stanley Roberts, where almost no subject is off limits. Now, here are your hosts, Boomer Diane, Faith, and Millennial at Heart, Stanley Roberts.
We there?
Why every time we come on, we look like we're surprised?
Well, because we literally had a big issue this time.
Yeah, it was literally big.
Yeah, our screen blew up huge.
Oh, we're also crooked.
Yeah, no. Well, you know what? Just
Are we crooked?
a little bit. It's
Yeah,
okay. We could be crooked.
We look like we're a little bit on slant.
We're leaning.
Lean back.
Lean back.
Oh wait, lean back. Wait, I'm
Really?
not going in the right direction.
All right. Anyway, we're here. Hi. If you can hear us, I hope you can. I think you can. Yeah, you can. Hello. So, yeah, firmware update hit at the wrong time.
Yeah. Also, we had another thing with
I set my phone on my laptop.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the phone made my screen super big, like 200%.
And we were like, why is everything on your screen so big? We couldn't see anything. So we decided to do a reboot. And then that's when it did the firmware
update.
And we're like, great.
And BIOS, firmware, the whole 9 yards. There you go. Anyway, hi. Welcome. This is Millennial Boom. I'm Millennial.
I'm a boomer.
And we have this conversation every Sunday, except for next weekend, because we want to watch the concert that has a football game wrapped around it.
Yeah, we want to watch the Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar concert with the Super Bowl on the side.
You know, this is really driving me crazy. I need to adjust that.
I'll adjust it.
Oh, no. Are you sure?
Okay, you adjust it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so while he's adjusting the camera, wait, Maxim, why are you saying, oh, Diane? Oh, because I want to watch the concert that is attached to the Super Bowl or vice versa. There you go. No, it's actually worse. It's actually way worse.
See. You need to look. You did that.
I was looking at the wrong one. Okay, and then tilt up.
All right, is that better?
And then tilt to the kind of like...
This way a little bit?
No, the other way. So you don't show our broom. Okay, that's good. Oh, wait. No, your head's going to get cut off. Sonoma Aroma says worse. Okay, we're good. That's better.
All right,
I think so. I think you might.
That's okay.
Your head might be cut off.
I just felt like I was on a roller coaster ride for a second.
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, so you could see our mop and all that, our broom.
But we live in a real house.
Well, we do.
It's not green screen.
That is true.
It's not green screen. So
Yes.
Anyway, if you notice, our title is Dropping the F-Bomb Since 1986. We want you to think about that for a minute before we come back to it, because I've had this discussion with a lot of people.
Hi, Caps Lady 3.
And if I missed you, thank you for the nice broom, Sonoma. And thank you, Maxim. Thank you for coming. We miss you.
Oh, yes, I know. It's been a while.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
So also, before we get to the dropping the bomb since 1986, and someone...
1986.
Yeah, someone thought that was you, but you only been 2 years old at that point, right?
Yeah, Chris on Twitter, I was going to say Tweeter.
On the tweeter.
Thought that I would be the first one to drop the F-bomb, but no, because I would have been 2 at the time if it was me.
But someone has been dropping the F-bomb on the radio since 1986. Uncensored.
Uncensored.
Until recently.
Recently.
And we'll explain that to you in a little bit.
Yes.
But until then, if you're joining us, so the way this works is we have a live studio audience in the background. They are duct taped and tied up, but their hands can do it so they can post comments.
I blocked this one. I think that's
No, that's the same one from last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
But I think only if I block it, it only blocks it
right.
for me.
That's fine. Same. You know, we're getting famous when the bots start showing up.
Yeah.
A beady bop. Yeah. Thank you, Lance, for the. We know about this story about ABC, about Bank of America. Thank you for the link.
33,000?
Yeah, we know about that one. We'll talk about that for a minute too.
Man.
But yeah, I know. But I want to talk about the Pro Bowl.
Oh gosh. He has been obsessed with the Pro Bowl all day.
No, I wouldn't use the word obsessed.
Not obsessed as in watching it. Well, I would say a little bit, because we're standing here in the living room and you come over and I come over to give you a hug and you're looking at the TV and you're like, oh my gosh, he didn't tackle him.
No, I'm okay. Here's my take. if you remember from way back, most of you probably think the Pro Bowl comes before the Super Bowl.
It has been.
That is not the way it's always been.
The last few years.
The Pro Bowl used to come after the Super Bowl.
Okay, sports guy.
Always came after. So the next week or 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, they would have the Pro Bowl. But no one watched because there was no Super Bowl.
Wait, you're talking in your PBB voice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have that problem sometimes. So basically what I'm saying is
you're still doing it.
No one used to watch the Super Bowl, the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl because nobody cared.
Because the Super Bowl, the big game was
already
already
It was a big
done.
game. It's over with. We don't want to watch a bunch. And my problem is that the issue is that when you watch football, you don't watch football so you can almost tackle somebody. You don't watch football so you can slightly tackle somebody. You don't watch football so you can run up and tag them on the back of the thing and go, okay, you're down. We watch them because we want to see them hit the ground.
But the Pro Bowl, that's not what happens.
No, the Pro Bowl, and it's usually in Hawaii. And it used to be right after. I mean, this is the first time I think I remember the Pro Bowl actually being in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
It's usually in Hawaii. It's always been because they go there and it's like a vacation for the football players.
Yeah.
Because Hawaii doesn't have a professional football team.
The Pro Bowl is like the equivalent of being on vacation.
But Hawaii has such stringent COVID restrictions that they put in Vegas where there are none.
Why is your voice so high?
Because I'm saying we went to Vegas.
We did go to Vegas.
How many people wore masks?
Well, in the casino.
No, they babysitted drinks for 15 hours. The only place in the world where you can buy a shot of vodka that lasts for 15 hours.
Oh, someone coming on here talking about Rams, baby. Oh, I can't.
What?
Well, everyone's entitled to their own.
All right. So anyway, long story short, I just thought that I'm not a big fan of Pro Bowl because I want to see you're paying millions of dollars. And I go, somebody made a good point, and I agree with that a little bit, that, they can have fun, but it just feels like it should be flag football. They should make it flag football because they were supposed to sack the quarterback today, and they ran up to him, and he just like, I'm sacked.
All right, I'm done.
I'm sacked. You got me. I mean, that's not why I want to watch football.
Well,
that's like Mike Tyson having a fight, and the guy goes out and Mike puts his fist on the guy goes, it falls on the floor.
And guess what? You'll get to watch football tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Sunday, Super Bowl.
Right,
and I'll get to watch the concert. So Jason says, are there restrictions in Arizona? That would be a no.
No, yes, there are restrictions.
Well, there are
There are restrictions in theory. Remember when we had the beginning of the pandemic, and everybody was like locked down, shut down, stay home, don't leave the house, and Arizona was like, well, you can stay home if you feel like it, but you don't have to. Am I right or wrong?
Well, that's basically what it is right now.
No,
it's not. Well, not stay home, but it's like, oh, well, you wear a mask if you want to, but it's not.
Yeah, you're not required, and you have some stores that says you need to wear a mask.
No, there are some stores that say no. You have to actually look at the wording. They don't say masks required. They say masks suggested or masks.
Because the governor did what?
Because he did an executive order that makes it illegal to require masks.
He also did an executive order to require you to have a vaccine mandate. So
to make it illegal.
He made it. I know it made it illegal to have a vaccine mandate. So we don't have to present vaccine cards when we go shopping.
No.
So
nothing's mandated here.
Nothing is mandated. The only thing that's mandated is if a store decides they want to make it so that if you need to wear a mask. But a lot of people are like, well, if you make me wear a mask, I'm not going to come in.
Yeah. So usually the words are like masks highly recommended, masks recommended, or masks suggested, but like it's not required.
Chris, are you leaving us? It says, be well, you two. Where are you going? You just got here. Anyway, so the next thing was the Bank of America.
Real You Do It says, is the Pro Bowl an Olympic cereal eating event?
Yeah, pretty much. So I hope Chris is not leaving. Chris Smith, it's good to see you, by the way. If you're leaving, we're going to miss you. Arizona is kind of do what you want, because we don't really stop for red lights when you're making right-hand turns. Those are merely suggestions, or you will stop if there's another vehicle that is too close for comfort, but that doesn't always apply.
Well, they don't stop for red lights even when you're not making a right turn.
Yeah. So who is Chris Smith? Chris Smith is a friend of mine.
Where is Chris Smith? I don't see him.
He was up here earlier. He wrote something. I know who he is.
Okay.
And he's an old friend. He was here, and he dropped in for a minute.
Hi, Mr. Tiny Corn Dog.
Hello, Mr. Isn't that those little tiny ones you buy at like The ones that you get at what's that little shop?
Oh, Wetzel Pretzel?
Wetzel Pretzel. Those are tiny corn dogs.
Sheesh.
So can we call them Wetzel instead of tiny corn dog?
No.
Okay, never mind. All right. So now we're moving on to Bank of America.
Okay, Bank of America.
So let me say
BOFA.
BOFA. Yeah, BOFA. BOFA you, BOFA me.
BOFA is my bank, by the way.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you. I'm going back for a second. Somebody said they should play Madden. That should be better than, at least they can really tackle.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the Doggy Bowl or something. I'd rather watch the Puppy Bowl than the Pro Bowl. I'm just saying. Puppy Bowl is definitely better than the Pro Bowl. You just have to clean the bathroom. So back to the BOFA, which was the real name for Bank of America, used to be the Bank of Italy.
Oh, just also FYI, he did not have coffee before this. Just so you know, no coffee. Okay, proceed.
Bank of Italy was the original name for Bank of America.
That's
that was their original name. And if you haven't been following the news, BOFA, Bank of America, a guy walked into the store with a check for $33,000. He deposited said check for $33,000, as you would do at a bank. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to come back with something that's even more bizarre. I was surprised because he wasn't black, because I really expected him to be a black guy. The reason why I said that, I'm not being racist. I'll explain to you in a minute. So he went there, he deposited a check for $33,000. They gave him a receipt for his check for $33,000. He went home. And if I deposit that much money, I'm going to go back and check to make sure my money's there once it clears.
Didn't he get a receipt?
He got a receipt.
Okay.
He got a receipt. The bank shuttered the very next day.
The bank shuttered?
The bank shuttered. They shuttered the actual bank. They shut it down because of COVID. So they're shutting down a bunch of branches temporarily. And so the problem is the check wasn't made out to him. It was made out to Bank of America. So his name, that's a cashier's check. Don't look at me. I didn't write the check. I'm just telling you, I read the story in depth.
Okay.
So he wrote the check the check was for $33,000. He deposited the check. He went back a few days later. The check wasn't there. There was no record of the check. He goes back to the bank, which is what you do. You go back to the actual physical bank.
Oh my God, your voice.
You walk in the door and you say, "Where the heck is my money?" Well, you use explicit. I mean, some people have explicit ways of asking where their money is. But he asked, "Where is my money?" But he couldn't because the doors were locked. And there were signs up that says, "We are closed." Okay. We are closed. So wait, how do you check your money if they're closed? It's almost like it was almost like someone built a building that said Bank of America. You came in, made a deposit, and then they closed the bank.
Oh, that's like a cartoon. It's like it's only up for like a few seconds, and then after you leave, it disappears.
It's like
it never existed.
It's like he makes a deposit, and like Mr. Tiny Corn Dog said, got him. So they close down, and he comes back, and there's no bank anymore. The sign's still there, but the doors are locked. Okay. So he goes to a different bank.
This is the next day?
Yeah, next day. When he realized that the check didn't clear.
Well, doesn't it take depend for a few days?
So remember banks.
Yeah.
So for I put cash in once at the ATM in Sunnyvale.
Oh yeah.
And I went to $600. I put cash in the ATM machine in Sunnyvale. Now it's cash. I went to write a check for $100. They bounced the check. And I said, why would you bounce the check if I just put $600 in there in the ATM? Not $600 check, $600 in cash. They said you have to wait 3 to 6 days for it to clear. Long pause, just like you heard just now. I said, so what are you guys doing? Have somebody go back and physically check the money to make sure it was printed by the U.S. government? It was cash. Why do you have to verify cash in 3 to 6 days?
And what was their answer?
They didn't have an answer.
Oh man!
So okay. So this was, yes, and you're right, Steve and S. This was a 7 on your side story, Michael Finney, and I actually posted a little bit of snippet from it on my Stanley Roberts TV Instagram account because it was just the guy kept saying over and over again, "We can't help you, we can't help you," because he went to another bank and they said they threw their hands up. We can't help you. We don't know where your money is.
That's crazy.
And so everybody kept saying, we can't help you. We can't. Let me tell you something. I would tell you this because I would have lost my damn mind. if it was $33,000, they told me, but I lost my money and I couldn't get it back.
Oh, I would have lost my mind.
I would have lost my mind in 10 different ways in 4 different languages. And I don't even speak those languages, but I would have spoken that day. It would have been cops everywhere. It would have been a hot mess. I would have been like, why is he in jail? They took his money. Well, here's the proof. He don't have no proof.
Wait, so is he just SOL and can't get his $33,000 back? Like,
No.
Okay.
Michael Finney, Channel 7, came back and gave him, and they dealt with it. And they said, okay, we're going to write him an honorary check for $33,000 to cover the 33 because we can't find it. Well, they gave him his money, but they gave him his money, but it wasn't. Okay, so basically, that doesn't happen to an average person.
So that would have happened.
So here's why I said the black person. If I was black, this wouldn't have. Here's why I'm saying this. Not because I'm being racist. So don't go, Stanley about
I
to go.
thought you said you thought it was a black person.
No, I thought because that's the only kind of crap that stuff used to happen to. Case in point, there was a doctor, and I think it was Texas. Maybe I'm wrong, where she had a check for $16,000. She was a black doctor. She walked into the bank in Texas and said, "Hi, I have a $16,000 check. I would like to deposit it." They told her, "Who are you? Where did you get this check from? This check is fraud. This check is fake." She said, "No, this check is not. I'm a doctor." She says, "No, this is a forged check." They would not believe that. And this is just recently. This is a couple of days ago. They told her that, and I saw it I know everything on social media isn't always true, but she was on there. She was talking to the news story. She literally was told that her check was fake, that she was a criminal trying to deposit a fake check.
Because she was black?
Because she was, that's the only reason why they could come up with. Because why would a black woman have a $16,000 check? Even though they said it must be some kind of criminal activity. This was the story. I'm not making it up. And so she had to go and sue them. The bank, finally the manager said, "Oh no, this check is good. This check is good. This check is good." So we apologize. But, and case in point, again, I'm gonna go backwards. Remember when I first started Mr. Bailey Productions? Mm-hmm. I went to a local bank and said, "I want to start a business. I have a limited liability corporation. It's a private limited, so that way it's private in a sense where it has the lawyers as the owners. I mean, not the owners, the lawyers as the people you go through instead of straight to me. Security reasons, because I do a job that some people want to kill me for. It's a known fact. I've had enough death threats that people really want to see me deceased, but it's okay. I went to the bank.
That's not okay.
And they would not accept my limited liability corporation. They said it wasn't legit. They would not accept it. They told me, "Nope, you cannot put your money here. I'm sorry, but we can't accept this." And I'm like,
trying to make me upset.
And so I'm and I wasn't going to be outdone. So I went to another bank, the exact same company, and said, "Hey, I want to put in my limited liability corporation here. Can you do that?" And she looked at it, she goes, "Mr. Roberts, absolutely." Same company, same branch. Okay.
No, different branch.
Same bank.
Yes.
One said that my company wasn't legit. The other one took it and put it in. But now I will say this.
Wait, this is the same one where the guy asked if you create music videos, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't ask me if I create music videos.
What?
When I said Mr. Bailey Productions, he said, do you do porn videos?
Right, yeah.
Do you make porn? Is that what you do? And I said, "No, I do not do porn," because they wouldn't allow me to make an account if it was porn. I said, "No, I do not. I do television." He didn't believe that. He said, "The company is not legit. We're not going to allow you to form your company here." And so I went to a different branch of, I won't say Chase because I'm not trying to throw him under the bus.
Wait.
What? Well, I'm not going to say Chase. I'm not. You're not going to make me say that name.
Okay.
Anyway, they also told me that once I got the business formed that they would give me a line of credit. That was incorrect. They told me when I finally got the thing set up that there wasn't a line of credit until I can prove that I was good enough to be run a company. So I never got a line of credit, but I had to open up an account that only can do it. I can only take money from as an ATM if I get people make deposits. So I don't have a line of credit for Mr. Bailey Productions to do what I do. So I've been doing it off of people helping me out to keep it going.
That is right, Anon. That is a different form of people behaving badly. That is true.
So that is a different form, but I personally can't say, it's easy to say that here's another example. And we're going to get to the F-bomb thing because people are waiting for that one. I know you are. I haven't forgotten about you. But here's something more interesting than that, is that whenever I tell someone something that is factual, what happens?
They first tend to question it because they don't believe it. And then they have to look elsewhere to find out if that person or that whoever has the same answer. And if they have the same answer, then they believe him.
So I've given information to people that would have benefited them specifically if they had just went with what I told them in the very beginning. What I was actually been told by people is there's no way you have this information. You're too new in the business. I've been in the business for 30 years. How much newer do I have to be?
I don't know, because you have such a baby face.
I've been told that I think we should expand something. Well, you have to crawl before you walk. Why do I have to start all over again every single time I want to do something? I'm just saying. So that goes back to, that's why I had the whole thing about, I thought the original story was I expect him to be some guy that walked in there, a black guy with a check, and they said, no, we lost your money. Sorry, it doesn't exist. And I'm afraid that if it had been, I don't know if it would have been the same results. I honestly can say for a fact that I don't know if it would have been the same results.
We'll never know. We won't.
So anyway, yes. And
I didn't hear about that story about the doctor in Texas.
Oh, yes.
Though.
Look it up. I was like, oh, my God, $16,000. And they said that they tried to accuse her of being a criminal.
Okay, so just remember that story. And then remember when we get off of this that I have to tell you something. So remind me to tell you.
Okay, don't forget to tell me something later.
Remind me after we get off to tell you.
All right, so let's talk about the F-bomb since 1986.
And that wasn't me, because I would have been, I was too.
And I am absolutely not guilty of dropping the F-bomb since 1986. But there was a singer, a famous singer, and may he rest in peace, who wrote a song in 86 that was dropped on the radio every day that had an F-bomb in it. We all sang it. We all thought it was great. And I thought, isn't that crazy that this F-bomb has been on the radio uncensored
for that long?
Forever. And one day, my niece, Shay Diddy, she works at KME. Is it KMEO?
I think so,
yeah. I had a conversation with her, and I don't know if this made the change or not. But the conversation was, I said, Shay, do you realize that this singer has been dropping an F-bomb on this song every day, and everybody plays it, and no one censors it? And I said, if you look at the original lyrics, it's the F-bomb. If you read the lyrics, the words of it, it's the F-bomb. And then recently, I noticed, and I made it clear to you, they are now censoring that song.
But it's crazy, though.
Except on cable and satellite radio.
Yeah, satellite radio, yep.
So,
because they don't censor on satellite radio.
Right, but this song is played, and it's a mainstream song. I can't play it here because we would be, it would definitely, but I will tell you who the singer is. But to see if anybody on here can guess the name before I say the name. But I will say that he was very popular. He had some movies as well.
Mm-hmm. Can we say whether or not he is? Oh, did you already say rest?
He said he's no longer with us.
He's no longer with us.
It is not Michael Jackson.
Nope.
So William got it.
Yep.
He didn't. Yep. It was Can We Funk Until the Dawn, Making Love Till Cherry's Gone. Except the original words that were played on the radio was the F-bomb. And if you listen and you read the lyrics, the lyrics are specifically explicit towards having sex. Now, he stopped singing that song before he died. You know why?
Yeah, because he became a Jehovah's Witness.
He became a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
But that song played on the radio since 1986. We Can F Until the Dawn, Making Love Till Cherry Gone, Erotic City. Erotic City, yeah.
Okay, don't sing.
Yes, Erotic City was the song that played on every radio around the country with the F-bomb, uncensored. And I wish, and don't get me wrong, I didn't even catch it until one day I'm in a car with a clear radio. Because back then you had AM and FM, and it wasn't digital. So, it
wasn't like high def or anything.
It wasn't like high def. So it literally had the F-bomb, and it said it like 4 or 5 times, and we're all singing it. And we didn't want to believe that it was the F-bomb. We would say funk. And even some of the lyrics online will say funk because the lyrics are supposed to be clean. But that was the actual song. Now, if you listen to some radio station now and it plays it, they literally just now censored that song because it says we can, and then you hear it like the fade out and fade back in because nobody caught it. We all wanted to believe that the F-bomb wasn't being dropped on the radio. It's been on there since '86. The reason why no one complained is because nobody caught it. And if nobody catches it, you have to file a formal complaint with the FCC for it to be a complaint.
Who do you think filed the formal complaint?
I don't know if anyone ever filed a complaint, but the word got out that, wait, that's the F-bomb. We have to take it out. And so recently, I've been hearing that song come up.
With a beep?
With not only the beep.
Oh,
like a blur. They blur the sound.
An audio blur.
Yeah, so it's like we can until the dawn make it. I'm like, wait, they're blurring it now? Yeah. Yeah, so even though now, if you listen to satellite radio, the F-bomb is mild. Just like maximum four. Go ahead.
The F-bomb is mild like it was when we didn't realize that's what it was.
But, I'm going to say this about songs because I don't listen to the newer songs anymore because I think we've kind of lost our edge with music.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of gone to the part where the songs aren't even about singing anymore. It's all about how much money you made, what kind of car you drive, and how many women you've had sex with. And I listen to the groove on XM.
Yeah.
I get it because it came with the car. I listen to the groove on XM, and I played it all the time. And every now and then I'll switch over to Roxanne Shante and LL Cool J, Rock the Bells radio because they play like old school rap like KRS-One when they didn't really, everything wasn't about who'd you have sex with.
It was just about lyrically, the lyrics were just like.
So William goes, everybody said the chat is dying because everybody's playing the Prince song right now. Ooh.
Everyone's trying to see if they can actually hear it.
And here's something that Diane's just learning.
What?
A lot of the old songs are actually, all of the new songs are old songs, just react.
Oh, yeah. Yup.
There's a thing on Rock the Bells that says called
Switch?
Wait, yeah.
Is it Make That Switch?
Or whatever it is where they take old songs and show you how they made a new song.
Yeah.
But there are many times when she's in the car with me and she goes, oh my God, I love this jam. And then she goes, wait a minute.
That's
this
not
the song. That's the original? I go,
Yeah.
yes, this is the real song. This is when music was music. When, like the song when I posted on my Instagram with the music from, with the water bottles, and I used the one of.
Oh, yeah. What did you use for that? Was that Earth, Wind, and Fire? Or no, was that another video?
Yeah. So, no, not Earth, Wind, and Fire. The one I did with the water bottles, and it was Ball of Confusion.
Oh, yeah.
I love that kind of music because I could sing that, and my kids, when they were young, could sing that song. And matter of fact, I used to sing, when I was in my car, I realized that one day my daughter was singing Apple Bottom Jeans, Zoots with the Fur, and
Boots.
stripper song. Boots with the Fur, and I laugh because Fry's, which is a grocery store out here, unlike San Francisco Bay Area, which Fry's is an electronics store, they have that song, low, 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 low.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's a stripper song. They're literally playing a stripper song to sell groceries.
And I think in the commercial, doesn't the person go like, low,
They did.
low, low?
Yeah, they did. They did. I did, you did, we did.
That's another song.
I like what Real You Did It said. He said, someone did a study and showed 95% of the music streamed is old music. Only 5% is new music. But
Wow.
if you listen to some of the rap songs now, and I used to always say that if the music was good, you can write a song about anything. You'd be like, pizza sucks. But if you got a good beat to it, nobody cares.
You know who that sounds? Well, actually, no. The Jamie Foxx thing wasn't a beat, but it was the way he sang it, where it was like, even though it was like a messed up.
Yeah, F you.
Yeah, he was singing F you, but he made it sound so.
That was from his
beautiful.
comedy routine.
Yeah.
So that's become a new
Jamie
trending
Foxx.
song now on TikTok, on Instagram. So that's what I wanted to talk about the F-bomb since 86, is that most people were singing that song and no one knew that they were cursing.
Yeah.
So all the religious people were like, I never curse. Well, if you sang Prince song, you was cursing.
Well, not necessarily.
Indirectly cursing.
Well, yeah, but if they were saying funk, then no.
But if the song wasn't saying funk.
Well, what if they, how people will sing a song and like use
the song itself wasn't playing funk. So if they play in their car after church, after they got saved. Anyway.
Who's King Von?
I think he's a rapper. I'm not sure. King Von is. King Von is. King Von is he does Instagram stuff.
Oh. Okay.
And he's a funny guy.
Okay.
But I think it's the same person. So I missed a whole lot of chat because I was on a whole new level for a second.
Yeah, you were.
So if I missed you, by the way,
you didn't even have coffee.
I know it's too late for coffee. Where's your milk bottom? So she's drinking milk now. It's called milk, MALK.
And he's been making fun of me the whole time I've gotten it because I drink oat milk for. I found an oat milk that only has 3 ingredients, and the brand is called Milk, and now he can't get over it.
So according to Anon, was looking it up, not sure, but there may have been a re-release in 2017.
Of what?
I don't know which. I think he's talking about the Princess song, but I don't know. I just know that I've heard it censored recently. So, So yeah, she's drinking milk, MALK.
Yes, Anon, it's milk.
And of course, she got mad at me today because I wrote something on her bottle.
Yeah, he did. I'm not going to get it.
No, I don't want you to get it. I wrote UM and then I put X. So
Gabriel says Diane drinks milk and Stanley drinks water.
Yeah, I wrote she drinks milk. It's MALK, but you drink it because it's oat milk without all the extra chemicals.
Yeah, it only has 3 ingredients.
So I wrote milk UMX. So basically it says Malcolm X. Oat Malcolm X. And
he's been seriously making, I think I brought home milk maybe 3 weeks ago, and like legit every day he says something about milk. He even wrote on our kitchen, on our refrigerator. I'm pointing at it, you can't see it, but he even wrote on there milk meal.
Yeah, I made her oatmeal, but I used
the oatmeal and used milk. Did you use milk?
No. I figured oat milk. So anyway, because she walks around the house all day long, knowing it drives me crazy because they,
I don't walk around here knowing that it drives you crazy.
Beeb, you want some milk? You want to drink some of my milk? Hey, you want some milk in your coffee? Hey, you want some milk? Can I get you some milk? And I'm like, if you say that crap one more time. So I had to counter back with Malcolm X.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Milk, if you're watching, can you sponsor us?
Oh, so he says Weekend Funk released in 2017 on a Purple Rain Deluxe Edition. So it's re-released, they may have censored because remember he was Jehovah's Witness by then.
So was it re-released censored already?
I don't know because I just know that that song was taken out of it.
I mean, I don't know how many times you said milk in the last few sentences.
So wait a minute, Real Do It wrote, I think I messed up numbers. Tiglu on Twitter.
That's not what it says, B.
Ted Gogla on Twitter.
Gioa?
I don't know. Old songs now make up 70% of the music market January 21st this year. And Diane is gone. They know you're gone when you hit your milk.
Oh, I know. Because you're like...
But wait, she wanted to buy milk. And then she had me go around doing a milk, survey.
This is how I know that you actually like the name of it because you keep saying.
No, you know why? I've been brainwashed because if you hear milk every single day, matter of fact, she used to be like, "Can I tell you something?"
No,
she goes, "You should really check your milk."
I definitely don't. But every day he's like, "Hey, did you pay your card?" No, wait, you
can't get it right.
What did you say?
You messed up.
You're like, oh wait,
your
you
insurance.
have to extend your car warranty.
Yeah. She wants.
Every day he like pretends like he's gonna whisper something sweet in my ear, and then he's like, "Have you paid for your car warranty?"
Yeah, I mean, I figured why not, right? So that's how I am in real life. People are just finding out that I'm funny. All right, now we have another thing to talk about. Another gripe I have.
What? No, that doesn't have to do with milk?
No, name.com.
Oh, yeah, I'm out of this one. Wait, before you start with that, Jason Yu says, do you follow the Winter Olympics?
I haven't because I don't do skiing. As a matter of fact, my only level of skiing, I'm going to talk like this for a minute. My only level of skiing is going to a ski resort, sitting in the ski resort, drinking a cognac by the fireplace, watching people freeze to death.
All righty then.
There we go. All right.
Anon, I have I drink
milk.
oat milk. So the vanilla and I think an original or for the almond milk. I just have the oat milk, which I think is just the original. It has like no sugar.
She has oat Malcolm X.
No sugar added or anything. Really? I can. Also,
hello, Charlie Sheen. I didn't mean to ignore you. I mean Charlie Sturm. Charlie Sheen. Wow. Sorry about that, Charlie Stern. So don't forget, though, we have Super Chat where you can, if you want to keep us doing this, drop in a couple of cents here and there, a couple of dollars, throw it our way so we can keep paying for this stuff because it's not free.
Also, read William's comment when you get a chance.
William wrote, can the original version of Can Funk Price switch back and forth between saying funk and so maybe the release is just funk? Maybe the re-release is just funk. It could be. I don't know. All I know is that the song came out in '86, and I heard it the song. The first time I heard it censored on the radio was in 2017, might be the first time I heard it censored. So that could be from the re-release. But I do know that the re-release came from because he was a Jehovah's Witness, and his conscience even changed. What?
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, this smirk on your face, like I just stole your cat and bit his tail off or something. What?
Number one, I don't have a cat, and I'm just listening.
You do, but
I'm just listening to you.
All right, fair enough. Replaying the J. Palmer Jim. You read that again. Have you told anyone you were right all these years? Well, nothing. Read that one. It's from Gabriel Ryan.
I don't think I have it.
Okay, it's from Facebook. It says, replying to Jay Palmer. Jay Palmer, have you told anyone you were right all these years? So
I don't know what Jay Palmer said.
I guess we missed his comment. It makes sense that he changed it since his beliefs changed. Yes, it does make sense. And it's a shame that we lost him because of fentanyl. And he was taking Vicodin and fentanyl. What?
I'm listening.
That was a question.
Oh, that was it didn't sound like a question.
I just forgot to put the question mark on the end.
Okay, what's the question?
Christ.
What's the question?
Hello, Betty Veronica.
Hi,
You
Betty
missed
Veronica.
you missed the F-bomb that was on the radio from 1986 to 1917. 2017.
Oh, Gabriel's correcting. He says that person is a female and her name is Gabriel, not Gabriel. I just said Gabrielle, not Gabriel, I mean.
So, Betty Veronica, we're talking about Prince's song, Erotic City. It dropped the F-bomb on the radio for years, undetected. No one noticed it. And it didn't get, matter of fact, that's probably what made the change, was that Prince said, I need to redo this song so that it doesn't sound the way it is. That's probably what made the change. Because I started to notice that it was censored on the radio, and it wasn't like that before. It played unfettered forever. And if you listen to the words were really, I just want those creamy thighs. But you know what? Other songs are sexual. Aretha Franklin, Pink Cadillac. What do you think a pink Cadillac is? It ain't a car.
I don't want to say.
All right. Just saying.
Is it equivalent to the red Corvette?
Red Corvette is also a...
Is it the same thing as a pink Cadillac?
Red Corvette is different.
Oh, okay.
So the pink Cadillac is not you, not me, but...
Okay, and the red Corvette is...
No, the red Corvette, little red Corvette. Baby, you're much too fast. Yes, you are. She had a pocket full of... Some of them young and some of them new. Pocket full of horses, Trojans.
Oh, okay.
Some of them... Why would she have used... See, here's the nasty part.
Why are we breaking down Prince's songs?
Why do you need used condoms in your pocket? That's nasty. Anyway, moving on.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is 18 and up, right?
Yeah, I went to see Purple Rain. I love that with Tevin Campbell.
I love Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, he was cool. That was back in the day. I do not remember Officer Hunter, but I do remember some of his movies. And you know, and like I said before, most songs now.
Officer Hunter was a movie?
I don't know. It says Officer Hunter. I don't remember.
Yeah, but you said I remember some of his movies.
No, do you remember Officer Hunter? I was referring back to Prince, Purple Rain. Prince. Sorry. Prince did some movies that came out way back. All right. Anyway, sorry, Charlie. I'm not going to say. Why are you laughing? I almost said Charlie Sheen again.
Sorry, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying before. So we do have, if you're on Twitch, welcome, join us. You can comment if you subscribe. I believe that is YouTube. You can comment and subscribe. We prefer you to, use the super chat and drop something in there. In an offering. We don't say as an offering to as we give you this beautiful thing we do every Sunday. except for next Sunday. We want to watch the concert that's wrapped around a football game. That's football games wrapped around. Why are you looking at me like that for? You did that on purpose now. Yep. What's up, Philip? That's my Uncle Philip Roberts. He hasn't been here for a while.
What's up?
Welcome back, Philip. Good to see you. And that's anything else? Anything you missing?
Anything I'm missing?
Yeah, because I've been like dominating everything right now.
No, you have not been dominating.
What did I say? How about those 49ers? Oh, wait. Where were we?
Well, at least our 49ers made it farther than your Steelers.
Yeah, I know. They got stolen. They made it to the wild cards.
Almost doesn't count. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess.
Same for my Niners.
Well, yeah. I remember people behaving badly about bikes on the sidewalk. Yes, I do remember that. That was a while back. You know, the most hate I've ever gotten for segments I've done were bicyclists. Bicyclists were notorious for hating me because here's what this is what I laughed at. I laughed because it was funny. I laughed because it was unreal. But anytime I did a story about bikes, a million bicyclists came on and told me how I should do stories on cars. When I do stories on cars, nobody comes back and goes, you should do stories on bikes. I do 90% of my stories that I did on cars were on cars. Mm-hmm. I did like 5% bike stories. But my emails were from bicyclists. It was like, how dare you talk about bicyclists? And then, of course, some car people come on, well, bikes don't pay for roads. Why can't we share the road? People don't want to share the road. Cars are 4,000 pounds. And the funny thing is, yes, the bike coalition is very powerful, as Jason said, but I was in communication with the bike coalition. Every time I did a story, I talked to them and asked them what are the rules, and they would tell me the rules, and I would take these rules. People thought that I just sparted out stuff on the top of my head and assumed that I just made stuff up. I literally talked to the coalition before I would do these stories, or talk about the coalition, or consult with them. Say, hey, I just want to double check because maybe I don't want to get this wrong. But are bikes supposed to stop at stop signs? Yes, they are. Okay. I can only go by the letter of the law. I cannot go by the spirit of the law. That's a judge's job. If they write a law, I have to go by the letter of the law. Just like I'm getting grief right now from people in, I think it's Pleasanton, because I was tagged by East Bay Regional Parks about a trail. They keep going out to this one park and digging up and making bike trails. And for some reason, they tagged me and said, are these people behaving badly? And so I can only go by the letter of the law. The letter of the law says they don't want bikes are not allowed there, or bikes have to be on designated paths. But people are like, well, these paths are no fun, so we want to create our own paths. And that because I didn't agree with them, they started hitting up my Instagram page telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't just make up laws because one guy wrote, well, they're no fun. Okay, well, that's not a precedent. That doesn't set a precedent because it's not fun. I can't go to a judge and go, Your Honor, stopping for red lights is no fun, so I'm going to start running red lights. I know it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going through. And I just missed something. And I want to go back. I don't know how to get to it. Hold on. Bear with me for a second. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Your mouse.
Oh, there we go. Now I went too far. Hold on. Stay with me. So, Gabrielle Ryan wrote, I saw a comment just recently where a lady was mad at you because you call people out when they are behaving badly. I was thinking they don't behave badly and people then don't behave badly and people won't be called out. I agree. I love people who get mad at me and they should be mad at themselves. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at you. You knew it was wrong when you did it. It's like the guy who was selling the bike, the bus passes. And he looks at me and he goes, you're that guy that catches people behaving badly. I said, yes. He goes, well, you're not going to catch me. I said, okay. Now he knows I'm there. He knows I'm there for that reason. I'm a hunter. My job is to hunt. I go across the street. I'm literally 100 feet away from this dude. It's not like I was like a mile away. I was literally 100 feet from dude, and he forgot I was there and starts doing illegal stuff. And then I watch him and I record him do his whole illegal thing after he just told me that I'm not going to catch him behaving badly. And I go up to him and I said, dude, I thought you said you weren't selling those bus passes. Well, you're not going to catch me. I said, dude, I got you on video. How? I'm like, I'm standing right across the street. I'm standing literally, I'm not even hiding. Remember Gary Radnich?
Yeah.
He used to say that, and Gary Radnich was a sports guy. He said I would hide in the bushes and jump out. You're
always out in the open.
I did a story once where a guy was on his cell phone, and I made a comment, and I said, a 200-pound black guy with a camera can stand in front of you and record you on your phone, and you not notice me? That means you're distracted. I got hate mail. Oh, why'd you have to say black? Because I'm not. I kid you not.
Oh my God.
So
they got mad because you called yourself black.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to call myself black. How dare you throw race into this? Do you not realize I'm black? Or I love it when people say, I used to get people tell me, oh, this is stuff I used to really get. Now, when I had a stroke a long time ago, people say, well, you know what? You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. I'm like, well, if that was a silver spoon in Camden, New Jersey, that must be the only one out there, because I grew up in Camden. We didn't have silver spoons. We had silverware, but they were plastic. We called them sporks. The part here was round and we had little edges on the end. Remember that spork? You had a spork?
I remember. This spork still exists?
Yeah.
I'm mad that...
Remember that?
You legit do, you don't hide.
No, I don't.
But this is the weird part, is people are so into doing what they're doing, that's why they don't notice you.
Yeah. I mean, and I used to get, okay, let's go backwards. Because when I first started doing people behaving badly in San Francisco, the cops didn't like me. I kid you not. The cops did not like me. I got a phone call one day from a cop who said, he's retired now. He said, what in the F are you doing? And I said, what's the problem? He goes, are you trying to make us look bad? I said, no, that wasn't my intention. Well, you're showing these people selling drugs and using drugs. So you're trying to make us look bad like we're not doing our job. And I said, that was never my intention. My intention was to show people what people are doing so they don't do it. I didn't know it was going to come down as a hardcore on the cops. I had no idea.
So basically that means that they weren't doing their jobs though?
No, it's just that, well, I'm not here to pass judgment. And I wasn't passing judgment. But people think I have this, people think I have this mightier than, I have a different persona. I am mightier than everything. If I walk in someplace, I went to a funeral and somebody said, who's behaving badly?
Like he just can't go in and do like some regular person stuff.
I took a picture one day and there was I kid you not, there was a change.org thing about me because the person said, and this was their exact words, you do people behaving badly. So when you took that picture, you were saying they were behaving badly. That was their whole argument. I can't argue with that. How can you argue with logic?
That sounds dumb. Also, you forgot that you were going to talk about name.com.
Yeah, so you got me distracted.
I didn't get you.
How much time we got left? Okay, we got a few minutes. So name.com is I can't recommend them right now. If you want to buy a URL, I cannot recommend name.com. And the reason why is because we're trying to launch Gotham by the Bay. The problem is the name for it that we have is sitting on a host website. And a company called ICANN, which monitors websites, says that once you buy that name, you can't transfer it for 60 days. I'm down for that. Thank you, William. Thank you for the super chat, $10. Hey, everybody,
Thanks, William.
Follow William's lead. Really could use some, more help here. So, I can get Chase to give me some credit card one day. So anyway, we're trying to launch Gotham by the Bay. My partner, when I told her the name that would be perfect, she immediately bought it. And I'm like, I'm happy. I'm glad we got the name. Everything's built. The website the website is so nice that I showed it to one person who was a starch critic of mine for years. Mm-hmm. But he also, and for reasons that I don't want to go into, but he was a critic, but he did it lovingly. He saw it and he literally had tears in his eyes. He thought it was so well done. It's a beautiful website. Beautifully well done. The problem is the name we have that we've already established is pointing, it's supposed to point to the website so we can show it to everybody. Mm-hmm. Every time we point it to the website, which in any way, shape, or form, you point the name servers to the website or the servers that you want to use from the hosting company. That's what you do. It's been like that forever. I've done it for weatethere.com. I've done it for people behaving badly. I pointed to wherever I wanted to point it to. The issue is that every time it's supposed to resolve, it reverts back to name.com servers. So there's our name and then there's name.com servers. There's our servers and name.com servers, which creates something called a conflict. So every time I reset it, within 2 hours, it reverts back. And so we reached out to the company. Now, normally companies have 24-hour chat or some kind of chat. Their chat does not work. I sent an email. Normally, when I've dealt with companies, the email was answered within a couple hours. Okay, 24 hours went by. 48 hours went by, no response. Friday, was it? Did we go to dinner Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday, I get a notification that, oh, yeah, we looked at it. All you have to do is point your servers, your names to the right thing and then push send. And then the problem is resolved. We've been doing that for the last week. The problem is not solved. Since they don't have any way to contact them, we have to wait for them to contact us back. We are stuck in limbo when it comes to the site being launched. Because I want to give it, I want to put it in beta for about a week so that we can test everything to make sure everything works right. Because once we launch this, it's really good. You're going to love it. But we are stuck in limbo because of name.com. And I can't recommend a company that doesn't have good customer service. Customer service is important. I tried contacting them through DMs on Twitter. No response. I even wrote something on Twitter that was not so flattering, hoping they would get their attention. No response. They claimed that they have a lot of, they've been swamped with a lot of work lately. Sounds to me like it's run by one person. A lot of companies are run by one person, but you don't know that because they have such a fancy name. A lot of these one people are running everything from their apartment with the servers in their closet, but you'll never know because with corporations, you think a corporation is a huge bunch of people running around like a hamsters on wheels doing stuff, but it could be one person. So yeah, we get 404s, we get content not found, but it's after 2 hours, I redirect, I come back 2 hours later, it's gone. I've had some special IT people on my end try to find workarounds. It goes away. So I don't do Yelp reviews, but I know. So put on a Karen wig and demand to talk to the manager. I wish it was that simple, but they're not even close to where we live at. So it's counterintuitive for that. So I'm only saying this because we really have something good coming up, but we are stuck in the middle of. Will this Gotham website have a link tree? Actually, the Gotham will be on link trees for the people that are involved. And I have to tell you this, we have four of the most incredible journalists. Well, three are journalists. One is more of a CPA who's good with numbers. He's going to start digging into the crates, looking at stuff that we want to be investigated. And it's not, we're trying to build something great. You might want to reread that comment. What's comment? What will this Gotham website have that Linktree won't? Oh, okay. You're right. Linktree isn't a website. Linktree is links to different stories. This website is standalone. Different websites. Right? It's a different website. This is not a Linktree. This is an actual content-driven website with actual stories. What's the matter?
Nothing.
What?
No, nothing.
Why'd you laugh?
I'm not laughing.
I heard you.
Oh, I'll tell you later.
No, tell me. Oh, wow, really? So anyway, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So Linktree is basically just a aggregator of links to send you around different places. This will be a standalone website things will come off from that. So it'll post to the website, videos, written articles, what have you, and then you can pass them on, and they'll be on. We have an Instagram page, Gotham by the Bay. We have a Facebook page, Gotham by the Bay, and we have all the things that are there to make some of the best stories. I think 3 really seasoned journalists who are good at what they do, myself included. Yes, Diane snorted. So that's what's coming up.
I did snort.
Yeah, so our goal is to remove the name to a new domain register. The problem is that ICANN, I-C-A-N-N, I think it is.
ICANN, yeah.
Yeah, has a 60-day limit for that, and we're only 2 weeks into the 60 days. There we go. All right. Diane, in case you were wondering why someone said that he watches just to see your facial expressions, now you know. Yeah, your face is like...
Oh my gosh. My facial expressions are just killer. That's awesome.
So, okay, Maxim, you don't have to have Twitter. We're on Instagram. I'm there as Stanley Roberts TV. You're there as D Faith. And Gotham by the Bay is there as Gotham by the Bay.
Oh, on Twitter?
On Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Instagram.
D_Faith for me.
Yeah, so I have people that are giving us some good options, but we have to wait for the 60 days. But we're trying to get this thing resolved ASAP. I literally love the website. I think it was very well done. I think it's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer. Not like anything you've ever seen before. All right. We got time before we wrap this thing up. Look.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just listening to you.
I'm done.
Oh, me too.
You're done completely. You're not finished laughing at me? You're not finished making me finished falling out the chair?
I'm done.
You sure?
I am, but that was you ask why, and then I show you, and then you
Yeah, but come on, really?
You know I laugh at everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't hold my laughter.
So I was standing in the living room the day because I read a tweet. No, it was a tweet. It was Instagram, and someone said, if you play this video, $20,000 are going to fall in your lap. And I stood there, and nothing fell in my lap. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed.
I'm more disappointed that you actually believed it.
I didn't believe it, but I mean, if they're going to say it, I mean, what if somebody said, if you stand right here, I'm going to give you $1 million, would you just be like, nah, I'm cool, walk away? You would wait, you want to see, maybe. I mean, you tell me you have faith, right?
It's my name.
Right. So why not have a little bit of faith to see it happen? If it doesn't happen.
Where's the $20,000?
I don't know. It just said
it.
I don't know. It just said if you hear this voice, you're going to get $20,000.
If you're here in front of me in person, you're like, I'm going to give you $1 million for standing here. Well, you're right in front of me. So therefore, yeah. But if it's going to say something where it's a video and then where's it supposed to come out of? The phone? No.
So are you planning to repost the broadcast from last week's YouTube? You know what? Yeah, I just forgot to. So I'll repost it now. So that way you can watch it. And this one will be reposted. We'll be ready. It's already set to go. I just didn't it's frozen. I forgot to
lock it?
Well, because I can't have them both running at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Because of my conflict with Twitch.
Okay.
So, and I just didn't change it, and I will.
What did you do when you got 10,000 followers on IG, Jason?
Nothing, because it got to 10,000. I took a picture of it, and then, as hateful as people are, they unsubscribed just to make it go down.
Are you sure that's what they did?
I don't know, but I mean, you watch it go, I got 10,000, yeah! And then, okay, I got 99. I got 99. Remember how hard it took for me to get past?
9,945?
No, 45. 45. You suck. Yeah, thank you for unlisted. So, yeah. So I got to 9,945. 45. And every time I would get up to 48 or 49, even 50, it would drop back down to the below 45. And this went on for like 6 months. It was like I cannot get past. It was like the biggest hump in the world.
Well, guess what? I'm still stuck at like 600 and something followers.
She wants to be to 1,000 followers, and she's stuck at 600. So help DFaith on Instagram.
Only
Reach
if
1,000.
Only if you want to.
Stop. No. That's why you're not there yet. You have to be more, follow me, and I will save your life if you follow me.
Okay, I don't make empty promises. Sorry.
Thank you, Steve. Check ripoff report and see if any complaints. I looked at Better Business Bureau. They had 27 complaints, and all of them were answered with, it seemed like robotic answers. So, and some of them seemed like names weren't even real names. Thank Cheesy Fries, stuff like that. Anyway, so we are going to get it. And we thank you if you did subscribe. DFaith on Instagram.
D_faith.
Right. And I'm also on TikTok.
And we also have a Millennial Boom TikTok that we have not updated.
Why?
For a while, because I just don't make time for it.
No.
But I post everything on Reels.
No. Why don't you make time? Tell them the real reason.
Because I post everything on Instagram Reels.
Tell them the real reason.
Because I'm busy.
Tell them the real reason.
Because I work full time.
How about you forgot your password?
Oh, that too.
So she's notorious for making passwords that she can't remember ever.
Actually, no, I can sign on to it, but in order for you to take it over, I don't have the password.
She makes passwords that, you know how that computer makes you those Apple passwords that you can never remember? You remember how you're trying to relog into your Apple
and it has a suggested password.
Yeah,
and it's like XJTHN12. Yeah.
So she makes these passwords that
even I can't remember.
I mean, I make them. Mine are pretty hard too.
Betty says Diane's the boomer.
Yeah, she legit makes passwords that there's no way on earth anyone could ever pick it.
And I can remember it for like the first couple of days, but then after that, I'm like, because I have it saved. If I don't have it saved and have to enter it every day, I think I'm better off.
Yeah, but you'd be like, my password will be M, crooked letter, L, backwards L, S, freeze frame.
How do you do a backwards L?
No, that's how yours are. It's like equal sign, refrigerator.
I've never used an equal sign in a password before. I might have to try that. Can you do that?
Upside down eyebrows.
I don't think you can do it.
Oh, you can do them. Oh, I've seen equal signs.
Upside down eyebrows.
Mate, that's what yours is. You literally make passwords that are impossible for anybody, even a computer, to crack. If anybody ever hacks your account, it's not because they really want to get into it. Because, you don't have like Fluffy Kitty 97 or Drink Beer 54. Yours is like yours is like 97? M-I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Z, upside down, equal sign.
That Stanley's busy giving out Diane's passwords here.
If those are your passwords, then
I don't know about that Fluffy Kitty 97.
And then Betty Veronica's like, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, but if you can't remember your password, well, I just rented a new apartment. Let me go in and check my rental. Oh, I forgot my password. What's your password? I don't remember.
Okay, that's enough.
That's what it's
that's
like.
Enough, but I don't make those noises. Thank you.
I mean, literally. I mean, your password would be like, you'd be driving down the street, you're like, you know what? Lexus, Pinto, Ford, Cougar. 798 equal sign.
Oh, wow. Why did you twist my hand?
Because you're notorious for like.
What's a last pass with YubiKey? What's
I don't
that?
Know. And yeah, it does. And as Gabrielle Ryan wrote, it happens more and more the older we get. Yeah, but I literally so I log into my bank, right? And I know I put in the password that I can remember, right? And I go back to my bank 3 days later, and it tells me that it doesn't say your password's wrong. It tells me they doesn't recognize my computer. I've had the same computer for years, but it doesn't recognize that computer after I just used it 2 days ago. How can you not recommend that? How can you not recognize that computer after it's the same computer?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking when I'm sleeping at night, somebody sneaks in, steals my computer, replace it with an exact replica.
Not I.
Because it's got to be a different computer.
No more noises, Stan. No, those are some weird noises.
What noises?
The noises you were making
like
when you were talking about my password.
Fluffy Kitty?
No, when you're.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there was an old comedian who said that his house got robbed one day. He knows Rob. because everything he bought was replaced with the exact duplicate. Yeah, that was the funny thing he wrote. He was like, everything is exactly the duplicate.
Please stop.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check out this UB key then.
There's a lot of companies that offer
Or
passwords.
use LastPass with a UB key.
Okay.
Password manager and a security key. Okay.
My bank, one of my credit union.
Is it free, William?
Nothing's free. By the way, that's next week. We're gonna talk about how nothing is free on Instagram. On not Instagram. Twitter, Facebook.
Next week is Super Bowl.
No, week after next. Nothing is ever free. It says in-app payment.
Purchase.
So they want you to go buy the minimum.
Yep, William said it's not free.
The minimum. He goes, oh yeah, you can get free. Just log in.
Why does he keep grabbing my hand?
And they give you the minimum, just enough to, it's like feeding someone a really good bagel or a really good muffin. And like, try this muffin.
Why carbs?
Why not? I'm just using that as an example.
Really
good muffin.
Really good Sprouts bacon.
Oh, that's really good. Butcher Block. They give you a really good piece of bacon and say, try this. It's free. Try this bacon, right? And you go, oh my God, this really is free. I want some more of this bacon.
Then you have to buy it.
Oh, well, that's different. You have to buy that. And you don't just have to buy it. You have to buy it at $55 a month for the next year. And if you buy it for the whole year, we'll take off $10 a month.
Ooh.
But wait, here's the best part. But you can unsubscribe anytime. Problem with unsubscribing is they don't let you find where to unsubscribe.
Oh, yeah.
They hope you forget about unsubscribing.
When I do free trials, I set dates so that I can actually cancel the subscription.
Yeah. So, yes, like when Patreon tells me I can get free merchandise for paying, they will. You do get free merchandise. I've seen them. And just for the record,
but it's not free.
It's not free because it's coming out of the money that you paid to give me. That money actually turns around and gives it back to you. So even though, just like
with the merchandise,
if you subscribe, okay. So here's how this works. Twitter, I have $4.99. You can subscribe to Twitter as a super follower. Now you would think, oh my God, Stanley's getting $4.99 every time somebody subscribes, and that would be a logical way of thinking about it. What they don't tell you is that they only give me $3, and the rest goes to Twitter and to Apple, because Apple has their hand out going, well, if you want to use our platform to do that, that's going to cost you $1.50. And Twitter goes, well, yeah, and you have to pay us money, so all you really get is $3 every time you. Now, okay, great, it's great, $3, I get it. That's all I'm used. Now, if you subscribe to Patreon, again, they take out a percentage. They take the money to buy you free merchandise, which I've never actually seen. No one's ever shown me the merchandise they got from Patreon. I'm not saying they don't make it, but I know they do because they show me. We just sent this out. We sent out merchandise to somebody.
Read Anon's comment.
Anon wrote, give you a little bit of milk. Yeah, they give you a sip of milk. Now, good. I'm glad he said that because she wanted to see if they had milk at Sprouts. Right? Mm-hmm. Sprouts. I went to Sprouts and said, hey, do you guys carry milk? They said, well, we have it on our thing. I said, oh, well, can you start to order it? Oh, no, we can't order it. We just have it on our list of stuff we have. I said, well, how do we get some? Oh, you can buy some. I said, well, how do we buy some if you don't have it? Oh, you have to order by the case.
Yeah, so I have to get like a 6-pack of milk.
Who wants a 6-pack? We're not drinking beer.
Well, I mean, if you use milk.
Are you going to guzzle milk?
No, I just use it for my coffee.
Right. So you pour a little bit in.
Through about 2 to 3 ounces a day.
You don't need a case.
Well,
for $30. You don't need that much milk.
But if I'm going to go and buy milk,
Betty Veronica goes, what is milk? You want to explain to her?
Buy milk
Where's the bottom at?
If I'm going to go buy milk once a week, then I might as well buy a case and save what?
Go get the bottle.
How much am I saving? $5?
Go get the bottle. Hurry up.
No.
Betty Veronica wants to know what milk is.
Okay.
Go get the bottle.
But you wrote something.
That's okay. It's okay. Go get the bottle. It's a home joke. Nobody's going to get it but you and I.
Okay?
I'm fine. I just want people to understand what.
I'll get the new bottle.
No. Get the old bottle. Get the old bottle. Right here. So get off the floor. Diane, get off the floor.
didn't even spell it correctly.
This is milk, and it's kind of like blown out because
You gotta do it here, Peep, not to the.
Oh, no, I'm looking
Here,
at.
I'll do it.
No, see how it's blown out because it's so bright.
Oh.
So you got to turn the
There.
light
Oh,
down.
milk.
So turn the light down a little bit, and it'll show better. I'll hold this. Go turn the light down. I'll tell you when it's ready.
Never mind. They explained it.
So there we go. There we go. Stop right there. So that's milk.
Oh, I turned it off.
Oh, that's milk. Oat milk, and I wrote X. Milk X.
And then I just realized that he spelled Malcolm wrong. That's why I was laughing over there because I didn't realize he did
Malcolm.
Oh my gosh. So that's what we're talking about, Betty. So milk basically is an oat milk that has 3 ingredients, and I wanted to find something that didn't have like all those other junk and fillers.
Gabrielle asked a question.
Gabrielle,
have you tried Silk's oat milk, Diane? Of the two, well, here's why the difference is.
So Gabriel, I'm so sorry, Gabrielle.
Like Gabrielle Union.
Well, this is why I don't do Silk anymore. This is why I don't do Oatly. This is why I even don't do Khalifa. Those brands have like fillers in them. They have gum. They have oils. Like they have canola oil, rapeseed oil.
What kind of oil?
Rapeseed oil, which is also another kind of canola oil.
It's another kind of canola oil.
Yeah.
Rapeseed is a nice name of canola oil.
So anyway, a nice thing. Anyways, a different name for canola oil. So I like this one. Yeah, the other ones actually they taste a little bit better, but I like this one because it only has 3 ingredients: filtered water, oat flour, organic gluten oat. Oh God, I can't even talk. Organic gluten-free oat flour and Himalayan pink salt. So anyways, it only has 3 ingredients. It doesn't have any of that other junk in there. So I thought I'd give it a try. This is like my 3rd bottle, I think. But every single time he makes fun. And so, what can you do?
So,
anyway.
yes, coconut oil is not healthy.
But Malcolm has a C, not a K anyway.
Well, thank you, Gabriel. We know that. It was a play on words. We weren't trying to make it special.
And he said, thanks. I was assuming Stanley was mispronouncing another word.
Everybody got jokes.
Oh, it's too funny.
All right.
I was wondering because you said Malk.
There will not be a show next week because of the concert.
Yeah, for sure.
Jason asked will there be a concert. Will be a show next week. No, because of the concert, we will not be. We're attending a concert next week.
We're attending a concert, watching it from our couch.
Yeah. Any plan for President's Day? Yeah, I'm going to stand around and see if any dead presidents fall into the house or into our bank accounts.
And I don't get President's Day off, so I'm working.
And I also learned that they put Angela Mayo on the back of a quarter. What? Because what? Don't say it. What? What? What?
He said Angela Mayo. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm crying.
What? I said it wrong. It's what? Are you okay?
It's Maya Angelou.
I heard a joke the other day.
Oh my God. I think you told this joke
They
last
put
week.
Maya Angelou on a quarter.
Maya Angelou.
No, Maya Angelou on a quarter, and they said first black woman on a quarter, and it was a really bad joke. I just want to say it for the record, but I said her name wrong, and they said because
I'm over here crying.
because black people ask for change, and the only way they can give it to us is by putting her on the back of a quarter, and I was so disappointed in that joke, but I said her name wrong, so I'm sorry. So that's what it was so funny because it's kind of sad that that's what it comes down to. But that's what the joke was. That we asked for change, so they put it on the back of a quarter. And I was just so sad with that joke. But it was like,
You know why I'm sad?
because I said it backwards. How did you say it? I said Angela Mayo. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, wait, they didn't hear how you said it?
No, I said it so fast. Do you see Gabriel? Do you see?
Oh gosh. Well,
Do you see Gabriel responding anywhere?
It looked really weird then to see me laughing so hard because no one probably understood then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sorry guys. Woo, I couldn't hold that. One of the reasons why I love him so much, always making me laugh.
I'm unapologetically honest.
Cried.
No, I'm crying because you made my eyes water from laughing so hard.
Oh my
yes,
God.
I did say Angela Mayo.
You said, oh, she heard it.
Because my brain works backwards sometimes.
Gabriel didn't get it.
Yeah, well, he also
Oh my God.
he also didn't know what an areola was.
Trust
so
me. Oh my God.
so I'm not surprised.
Whew. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Anyways.
Oh, by the way, I made some artichokes the other day. We made actual artichokes with some. Say it right. Go ahead. You can't say it, can you?
I forgot what it's called. Aioli sauce. I legit blanked out and forgot what it was called.
Oh Lord, I'm sweating. Oh, I'm actually sweating right now.
Steve S said, "What's the name of that chicken joint you go to? Crumbs."
Crispy Crunchy.
Crispy Crunchy.
Yeah, Crispy Crunchy, not crumbs. Oh my God.
Betty Veronica said, "Don't bring that one up again." Oh my God. Trust me, that's coming up a lot this week.
Woo.
Woo. I don't know why you wear a beanie in the house. So you're gonna get too hot.
Yeah, I'm overheating. All right, guys.
Okay. Well, on that note, after I just cried.
Yeah. So I guess now every time I tune into Millennial Boom, I should learn something new that's not safe for work. Gabriel, you're in school. You don't have a job. NSFW means not safe for work. Hello, and areola is not that bad of a word. It's just funny because
part of the human anatomy.
It's just funny because you didn't know what it was. So that was made it funny.
Which of your support options take the lowest percentage from your viewers' donations?
The lowest one is if you go to the tip jar on Twitter. Also, PayPal is another way that's very good. But the best way to do it, if you're gonna make a large donation, Zelle. But you have to know Mr. Bally Productions on Zelle to do that. Either have my phone number or the name of the company. Also, if you follow me on what's the other one? Cash App. If you do that, that's a way. But the best way to do it, I mean, there's also a new thing now. Subscription on there's a private page. Let me use that word private. I have a private page that you subscribe according to YouTube. No, not YouTube. Facebook. It's $4.99, but none of the money goes anywhere else and it's private, so you can actually talk to me privately on that page, and I'll respond to you, and no one else can read what you and I talk about, except for the people that are in that group. So it's a private group. Right now, 6 people have joined. I was going to say 8, but they had me listed twice. I have no idea why. So they're still trying to figure it out. But that's this is on Facebook, Stanley Roberts News. There's actually a private page called Supporters of Stanley Roberts. That money, there is no deduction from that. That is actually what you put in there is what I get. And
would you do stand-up comedy? Would it hurt your job?
No, I've done stand-up comedy. If you go to my YouTube page, I actually my dream, my bucket list was to perform at. Come on, you know the name.
Punchline.
I performed at the Punchline in San Francisco. I sat in the same room that some of the big comedians sat in, and I performed for about 3 minutes.
No, like 13 minutes.
13 minutes I performed. And it's kind of raunchy.
Wait. Also, Betty Veronica, are you asking what's in this bottle?
And thank you, Jason, for the $2 donation. We appreciate it.
Or that bottle?
Which bottle is she talking about? I realized, but it has profanity, and I didn't realize that Diane came on the stage during it. You came on the stage?
I did. I gave you some Pellegrino.
You brought me some Pellegrino, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Because they gave me that liquor that was so nasty.
Yeah.
I needed something to wash it down with.
Yeah.
Yes, I use, if I do stand-up comedy, and I've been doing it, just for the record, I've been doing stand-up comedy since the 80s.
Oh my gosh, you should have seen when he did it in his leather pants and looked like Eddie Murphy.
My problem with stand-up comedy, when I worked for major companies, was that I was restricted to what I could say. But now that I'm doing it on my own, I have no more restrictions. I have no more, and she'll tell you, I don't have a filter. I do not have a filter. I have to do a filter on here because I know that we have some people here that have never heard of areolas before. So I have to do it in such a way where we speak to everybody. But if you met me in real, I'm not potty mouth by any way, shape, or form. Don't get me wrong. I am not. But I have very strong language, and I project my feelings without any, as you said, apologetically.
Yeah, really.
And
Why can't I say that word? Unapologetically.
And the answer to your question is, thank you, William. I am a supporter of Stanley Roberts. Thank you very much. Stanley, were you here in 1987? Was I where in 87 is the question. Because in 87, I believe I was in Salinas, California. I moved to California in the late 80s.
She was working at Toys R Us in 1987.
I worked at Toys R Us.
Do you guys remember the story we told? If not, we won't repeat it.
Yeah. Yeah, I am a supporter of Stanley Roberts. You can that one gives me the $5 according to and again, it's a private page. It's not going to be hit up by some random person. You can talk to me. I will be honest with you as much as I can. I'm a very honest person, to a fault sometimes. Being honest has gotten me in trouble. But also I have tact. Although I was told as a kid I never had tact. He said, hold on, I haven't signed up yet. Okay, well, I'm just saying if you did, thank you anyway. Yes, I did perform at the Punchline. It's on my YouTube page. It's real stuff. It's not, I don't pick on the crowd. I don't think comedians should pick on crowds. I think my whole life has been funny. Things I do in life are funny. Things that I see in life are funny. She gets mad at me because I think everything's a joke as far as she's concerned.
I don't get mad at you.
You're like, everything I would be a joke. I'm like, well, yeah, it's pretty damn funny.
I actually don't really think I sound like that or look like that, but I have said.
Go to Stanley Roberts News, because you won't find it if you search for it. There's a private page. Go to Stanley Roberts News on my Facebook page. You'll see a button that says supporter or a subscriber button. You click that button and it'll take you in there, and you'll see a video from me explaining, and then there's one that says thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
It is
Facebook.
Are you related to a Wiley Roberts?
I am not. Ironically, my father's last name was Cofield, but since he denied me his entire life, I had my mom's name, Roberts. So my father's name was Walter Jerome Cofield, and my great-grandfather was Walter Cofield Sr., and my father was Walter Cofield Jr., and I traced our roots all the way back to somewhere in North Carolina, just up to the slave ship.
You could have been a Walter Cofield III.
I could have been Walter Cofield III had they not have a drunken debauchery, and then here I am. So that's what happened. And I got $7 a month for child support as a kid, because he told my mom that if you ever take me to court, you will not get a dime. And $7 is all he was able to get per month for child support. So the difference with Patreon is I've been posting some stuff on Patreon that I can't post on social media. It's literally stuff that you've seen that one I posted where I
didn't actually watch it.
Yeah,
you told me about it. I didn't want to.
There's some stuff on the Patreon page that is not, and I have some secret stuff that I'm trying to post on Patreon. Having problems with it, but thank you, Steve. We usually off by now. We apologize for being on so long.
We're almost been on for an hour
and a half. I know it's the longest.
It is the longest.
Thank you, Steve. So William, and we're gonna go into William. Go to Facebook.com/Stanley Roberts News. You'll see me there standing by with the ocean in the back of me in Half Moon Bay. over on the right-hand side, there's a link. I can't see it. Maybe you can do it. And I'll make sure it's still there because Facebook's having a problem with it. Stanley Roberts. It won't show up for me because
Stanley Roberts
News. So the site could be. You type something wrong clearly because it says the site could be risky.
Facebook.com.
Unless they got sold overnight.
Stanley
Roberts News. And it says it again. There you go. It's locked. See, that's the way it's supposed to be. So up in the corner, you'll see a picture of me smiling with the sky behind me.
Uh-huh.
You'll see Caught Misbehaving, Stanley Roberts, and then you'll see a subscribe button. It's a blue button to the right of the screen. You click that one, then you'll hear a video from me. Then you push subscribe. $49 a month. You can cancel anytime. You just can't find the link to cancel. We've hidden it under a blanket. I'm kidding. I have no control over that. And that's how you do it.
There you go.
All right. So
I haven't been on Facebook in like a year.
I know. They're going to make you secure your account.
All right.
I put some funny stuff on there. But back to Patreon. I'm going to be putting stuff on there that I can't discuss publicly. But if you follow me on the Stanley Roberts Facebook page, I will tell you what I'm going to be doing, and you will know. I'm in Phoenix right now, but there are some plans to be more in the Bay. I'll put it that way. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right. I'm millennial.
I'm a boomer.
And, well, Facebook, Meta, same thing. But Facebook has the same. Wait a minute. Betty Veronica wrote, I did stand up back in the day, too. We're all set to enter a contest at Roosters. And then it was Rona hit and it was shut down. We should meet up one day, Veronica. We can maybe exchange stories.
Should do a bit together.
Yeah, it might be fun.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I would love that too. I'd probably be dying though.
Yeah.
I'd probably die from laughter.
I want people to laugh, but I don't want them to. I'm worried about nowadays that when you make people laugh, they get butthurt because you can't say certain things anymore. Certain things aren't funny.
People are like too sensitive now.
Too sensitive. They call them snowflakes. You know, snowflake is very fragile. All right. All right. So I'm millennial.
I'm a boomer.
We said it already, but we say it again.
Yep.
And as much as we love to hang here forever, we really enjoyed your company, but we gotta go. We really do. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. We won't see you next week because
that's why we're on for so long now, because we won't be on next week.
Oh, there you go.
That's why.
So we'll see you the week after, which is like the weekend of the 20th, I think.
But I actually may be in another state.
Okay, well, TBD then.
Yeah,
TBD.
but we'll see it.
We'll keep you guys posted.
We will, definitely. And if we do it, we can do it still remotely.
Okay.
All right, fair enough?
Fair enough.
Malcolm X.
It is what it is.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening to Millennial Boom with Diane Faith and Stanley Roberts. Millennial Boom and Reasons Why Aliens Will Never Invade Earth and Caught Misbehaving videos are made possible through viewer donations. Check out www.linktree.com/MrBadleyTV to see how you can help. See you next week.